week one of the fantasy football season. And here's a few running backs I have his sleepers this week. The first one, Jaleel McLaughlin of the Denver Broncos. So McLaughlin, he's available in 63% of fantasy leagues. But in terms of putting him in your starting lineup, not many people are going to go out there and get him. So last season, McLaughlin was pretty decent in this Peyton offense. 76 carries, 410 yards, a rushing touchdown, 31 catches, 160 receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. So with Samaje Perine cut loose at the end of training camp and signing with the Chiefs, now McLaughlin, the number 2 running back over there, even though I see down the line Audric Estime could get some work as well for this Denver Bronco team. So McLaughlin's going to be the passing downs back at minimum. And there's going to be a lot of games this season where I think this Bronco team's going to be trailing, including this week, going to the 12th man in Seattle. So Jaleel McLaughlin, while he's out there still in 63% of fantasy leagues and not started in many leagues as well, he's a sleeper running back this week. The next running back, Ray Davis of the Buffalo Bills. So Ray Davis, he was impressive, was the rookie in training camp and won that number 2 job over Ty Johnson as the backup for this Buffalo Bill team, where I think he's going to get short yardage and possibly goal line work, as well as Davis, available in 81% of fantasy leagues. So this Bill team, they like what they saw from Ray Davis in training camp. He got a lot of work in those preseason games as well, and they always wanted that short yardage back because James Cook, he's more of a hybrid receiving back out of the backfield and someone obviously who's going to get 200, 250 touches in between the tackles as well, but they always have that short yardage type of back is this Buffalo Bill team, and that's what Ray Davis is going to be for them this season. Like I said, they went out there and got him in the 4th round with his Buffalo Bill team, and I think Ray Davis, he could see the field getting anywhere from 5 to 8 touches per ball game, and like I said, he's a power back who could get short yardage. So this week, if you're real desperate in the deepest of leagues and want to play someone who possibly could score a touchdown, I think Ray Davis is a back that could do that this week. In the third and final running back I have as a sleeper is Antonio Gibson of the New England Patriots, available in 75% of fantasy leagues. Gibson, we know, is a pretty solid receiver out of the backfield. Last year, 48 catches, 389 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. But now with the New England Patriots, he's behind Ramondre Stevenson, who's a good receiving back as well, but I still believe Gibson is going to get playing time. He'd get anywhere from 7 to 12 touches per ball game, I believe, for this Patriot team, especially with the veteran in there, Jacoby Brissett, and not a great receiving core. I think they're going to try to find ways to get Gibson the ball, catching it out of the backfield, and also getting some work in between the tackles as well. So right now, Gibson, if you need a dart throw and a sleeper option, I think Gibson could carve out a decent role this season. And even this week at Cincinnati, especially a ball game where they're most likely going to be trailing early and often and want Gibson on the field as a receiving back. So that's a few running backs I have as sleepers for week 1 of the fantasy football season.